Hello, growers. Protect your crops from harmful insects with Modern Growers Insectanet. This top-tier insect netting made by Modern Grower shields your plants from pests and harsh weather, boosting your yields without harmful sprays. Insectanet's unique design allows 90% of the light to pass through and is easy to use with low tunnel systems like our Quick Hoops. It's soft, elastic, and durable, perfect for field use to help ensure that your crops thrive. Say goodbye to pest damage and hello to healthier, market-ready produce. Invest in Insectanet and see the difference it makes. Get Insectanet at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below. Expanding the salad dressings, that probably takes up some time and work. And now you're saying, well, we want to potentially do salts. You mentioned an email. We're looking at a U-pick flour. How do you start to say, wow, look at all the opportunities out here, which is great, and we think these all pencil out. What can we actually execute? Because that's one danger, so many people go down, especially in the beginning, maybe not so much at your stages. There's a million opportunities. We're going to try them all at once, and inevitably none work. So how do you look at, all right, it looks good on paper, financially it looks good, but can we actually make this fit into our lives and our business now and give it the time it needs to be successful?
And that's a great point, great question. So when you look at our business, there's so many things that we do, and sometimes it's like overwhelming to talk about it. And so there have been things that we've trialed and tried and then realized it's not the right fit and we've dropped. So for example, with our commercial kitchen, we used to do grab and go stuff, and we had a chef who would make ready to eat salads, soups, and so on. It did great during COVID, and then it kind of scaled back once people started going to grocery stores. So we no longer do that. I think it's very important to realize, yes, there's a lot of things going on in our business, but I've been able to figure out how to better manage my time so I'm not doing it all. Like for example, the Airbnb, I haven't been inside our Airbnb for like 3 weeks because we have a cleaning crew that I rely on, and we share the calendar with them. They go in, they turn it over. It's been great. So, as we try to have other aspects of our business, we always consider time and effort. So like the herb salts, I was in the process of applying for the value added producer grant, and the herb salts were going to be our focus. As we were diving into that application, I realized we're not ready yet with the application. So we're going to put it on hold and try to do it next year. So the herb salts, if I get the value added producer grant and I get $250,000 to build this product, like, heck yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. So, but like I said, as we dove into the application, my feasibility study and my business plan, I felt like weren't strong enough. So I'm going to spend the year building those and try to apply next year.
Well, let's say let's go through this kind of thought exercise here. I want to do herb salts. Mm-hmm. What are you looking at, thinking about to say, hey, this is a fit or it's not?
Well, one reason I'm really excited about the herb salts is the fact that they'll last on a shelf for a super long period of time. Salts are going to elongate the shelf life of something. So that's a huge perk for me, because I don't want to create products that you're worried about going bad, because then it's just stressful. So I love the shelf stability of the salts. I also, we're increasing our herb production. So if we can naturally grow part of the product to put into the salts, then that's a win-win. We don't have to worry about supply chain and buying cogs. We just grow it on our farm. I also see the potential there to fit into with our current accounts that we already have lined up. So instead of just having salad dressings, we could have farm-inspired products that expand our line even more. So I see some natural fits for us to grow into that market. So frankly, this year, we're going to experiment with some and get some recipes out there, kind of like we did with the salad dressings, but just kind of a slow launch. And then if we're able to get the grant in a year, we'll really expand it.
At the scale that you're at, is it even worth adding a product that you would just sell locally, like through your farm shop, or do you need it to be something that fits into these larger accounts to even make sense for your time?
We still can do some local. So to kind of give an example of that. So our salad subscription is our modified CSA. And in the spring, it's 12 weeks. It starts next week. one thing we added to that is they get a salad dressing with their pickup each week. And our chef, Jacob, who did our grab and go, so he's kind of scaled back, but he's creating new dressings that just our salad subscription members will get. And we actually just tested them today, and they're fantastic, and they're different, and they're unique. So we're using it as a way to, enhance the salad subscription, but also do a little market research. So did you like the strawberry rhubarb vinaigrette? Did you like the lemon dill, which could then eventually allow us to get into bigger markets with it? So I still see value in the small personal scale, especially if it's this exclusive thing that only our loyal customers get.
If you enjoy this podcast, then be sure to check out Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, where you can get your daily dose of farm wisdom. Tune in every day to learn the latest tips, tricks, and stories from the world of farming. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just getting started, our podcast has something for everyone. Join us as we explore topics like farm business, crop planning, soil management, and tools and technology. Start your day off right with Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe today.